Breaking news. Musa boasts of crushing Biafra, says the next target is to end Monday sit at home. Hear the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome once again to Biafra Unite channel /television this very moment. Today's date is 19th of December 2024, and I have very important information for every one of you listening to my voice right now from wherever you are all over the world. Dear friends and lovers of freedom, it don't happen. And I want you to pay very good attention to this very information and of course the video that follows, because so many things are going on and I want you to pay attention. Let me tell you, you are going to learn a lot from the video that I'm about to play and the statements of Musa, Ahmed Musa, that they call Christopher Musa, the CDS of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. I want you to listen to him. For those of you who are running up and down on social media, leaving the fight behind to do something that is irrelevant, instead of everyone to sheath their sword, come together if they are genuine in order to join forces to focus on the matter at hand. It is quite unfortunate. It is so painful to see what is going on right now. Look at Musa. Listen to Musa, my people.
And the southeast and the insurgency there. What's the latest update?
Fantastic. I mean, with the arrest of Samuel Eba, you can imagine what has gone up. People are even speaking up in the southeast now for the first time. The stay-at-home thing is now being watered down, and I'm sure it's going to stop immediately.
Did you hear him? He said, with the arrest of Samuel Eba, look at what has gone up. Maybe you didn't hear him. Let me play that again.
Fantastic. I mean, with the arrest of Samuel Eba, you can imagine what has gone up. People are even speaking up in the southeast now for the first time.
Did you hear him? With the arrest of Samuel Eba, look at what has gone up. And people are now speaking out in the southeast. With the arrest of Samuel Eba. Ask yourself a very important question. Is it supposed to be like that? With the arrest of Samuel Eba, is it supposed to be like that? Are we not supposed to be firing in all cylinders at this very point in time? Musa has the guts to come. He even said that sit at home has watered down and it will soon end. And I want to use this opportunity to tell our people something. Sit at home continues. The only place you will know who is actually sent, and in fact I'm making it clear now. From the beginning of this very broadcast, I'm making it clear. I want to use this opportunity to announce to all Biafrans, all these things you see going on social media right now is not actually where the fight is heading. The fight is going somewhere. Bear this on my today's date is 19th of December. The fight is going somewhere. If any of them is being sent by the zoo to come and destroy our freedom, then after this fight that you see going on social media now, the real fight will begin. You know how it's going to begin? Anybody you see coming out to tell you that sit at home is over, no matter how they sugarcoat it, no matter what they say to convince you, no matter the next agenda or the next plan that will replace it at home or whatsoever, that is when you will begin to know who is who. This is an exposition, and it's not going to stop whoever that is going to do that. That me making it public now is not going to stop anybody who has any intention of destroying our freedom. It's not going to end it, because the target of the zoo government in Biafra land is to end sit at home. That is the target. And once they succeed in ending sit at home, it's over for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So this exposition now that I'm telling you, the way you will know later, not now, later in the nearest future, not even more than 2 months or 3 months or even 6 months, is when anybody will come out to say that sit at home is over. That is when you will begin to realize who is who. Not now. You may not know anything now because everything flying on social media is all about propaganda. Onyenka attack. Onyenka all respond or my attacking here. I don't buy those nonsense. We fought DOS with evidence. All their meetings, all the Zoom meetings that they had in secret, we made them open in the public to show Biafrans, look at what is going on. We made it open. So when you are coming to talk to me, come with evidence. That is when I will start listening, not all these banters and ranting on social media. I don't buy that idea. Biafrans, anybody who will come tomorrow and tell you it is the end for sit at home, that is when you begin to know who is who, because it's going to come unless their hands are clean. If their hands are clean, all of them, both from the two sides, I am not working for any of them. I am making it clear on the media since this whole thing started. I've been saying it. Even the day I was reading Charter, I also said it. I am not on the side of anyone, and I am not working for anyone. But anybody who will come tomorrow to tell you sit at home is over, that is when you begin to know who is who, because that is the target of Nigeria government. That is the target of the zoo government. I want you to know this from today. Listen to Musa.
The stay-at-home thing is now being watered down, and I'm sure it's going to stop immediately. We are working together with the governors. What we try to do now is to discuss with everybody, because we realize that fighting asymmetric warfare is about communication. If you stay off and people don't know what you're doing, you get into trouble. So we're taking everybody around. We're bringing everybody together to know that they have a responsibility to do, and that's what's giving us the successes.
And is it IPOB that's the problem there, or are there other criminal gangs and even hired political thugs that have taken advantage of the situation? Because IPOB have consistently denied many of the attacks that are credited to them.
Well, they always want to deny it. I mean, basically, but everybody knows, they know it, that they're the ones. It's IPOB and ESN, and again, criminal elements. You know, normally when there's impunity, a lot of acts of criminality, and then criminals take advantage of that. Everybody wants to be part of it, and that's what's happening.
But I mean, insurgent groups tend to want to, admit that they've done, claim responsibility. I mean, it gives them power and makes them more feared. So why would IPOB say they're not the ones who are doing it?
Well, probably because of the nature of the individuals that are involved. It's a two-river. The one in the northeast, basically most of them are illiterate, not too well learned. The ones in the southeast, so they know the implications of what they are doing, and that's why they want to stay away, because in case they have been arrested, they don't want to be prosecuted. So those are the difference we have. But we know them, and then with the arrest, things are really picking up. And the good thing is that we have a good team, right from the presidency, the judiciary, the National Assembly, the National Security Advisor, the ministers of defense, Minister of State Defense. We are working as a team, and I think that's what's giving us this impetus, because we all know these challenges and we're facing them squarely.
And so we have the Nigerian Army battering away at these many security threats,
And according to Musa, he also said that they are working with the governors. He said that they are working with the governors and some individuals. These individuals, we already know the governors. I want you to understand that no matter the amount you have been promised or given by the zoo government and the politicians in Biafra land, I want you to know that the freedom of the people is sacrosanct, is untouchable, is the most important thing in our lives. The freedom of the people of Biafra. The total exit of Biafra from the zoological republic, which amounts to eradicating the zoo presence in the entire Biafra territory. I want you to know that that is the most important thing in the lives of every Biafran. So these individuals, including the governors from the place they call Southeast and South-South, I want you to know that since you have taken it upon yourselves to sabotage the freedom of the people of God, you are going to pay dearly for that. You will pay dearly for that. Look at how Musa is bragging now, boasting. Boasting. Because they believe that the arrest and detention of Mazi Simon Ekpa is going to give them the leverage, the opportunity to destroy the freedom of the Biafran people, the already declared freedom, the already declared sovereignty, the already declared independence, the already declared the restoration of independent state of Biafra. These people are now bragging, trying to let us know that what we did is not going to yield a fruit. But I want to let them know that it's a lie. What we did in Finland between the 29th of November to the 2nd of December is going to, not that it's going to, is already standing. And the world is aware of it. And I want them to know that in no distant time, if for this bragging, Musa na bragging now, obeloge, it will turn to tears. Musa na Mokita will soon turn to tears. In no distant time, Musa will be crying. I want you to mark today's date. Today, Musa is laughing, right? He's laughing. Very, very soon, Musa will go back to his crying, era. Musa will continue to cry, and these tears will never, ever end or go dry from the eyes of Musa as long as you continue to subjugate and destroy lives and properties of the Biafran people. These tears will never go dry from your eyes. You can laugh and brag and boast as much as you can at this very period, but I want you to know that in no distant time, you will go back to your crying days. Let's continue.
Across Nigeria, how much of these collective challenges weakened the Nigerian army? And are you able to give us a broad sense of the losses that the army has sustained as a result of these multiple conflicts? I mean, I wonder how much the army has been hobbled by them.
The losses mostly on equipment. But the good thing is that
you would have lost quite a lot of men.
Men, yes, but not so much as to degrade our capacity and capability.
He is lying. Musa can never accept how many, men that they have lost in this very battle. He would never accept it, because accepting how many men or that they have lost men in this battle would deter those idiots, those little boys, those illiterates that they want to, recruit into the Zoo Janjaweed. He knows. That is the reason why it is very difficult for him to acknowledge how many men that they have lost in this very war. He won't acknowledge. But that is the Zoo for you. In a developed world, they will tell you, look, this is what we have lost. Knowing fully well that it's not going to stop those who want to join the military not to join the military, because they know and they believe that people will always rise to the occasion to defend their nation. But unfortunately, the Zoo is not a nation. That is the reason why it is impossible for a sane individual who is not gaining anything from the government to stand to defend the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom. It is impossible. Apart from those like him who are gaining so much from the fraudulent and terrorist government of the Zoo, it is very easy for them to stand up and defend the Zoo anytime, any day, because they are gaining so much. Now let's continue.
But how
just
many,
recently,
roughly? I mean, Nigerians have a right to know.
Yeah, we'll make that available. Now I don't have the figures. I don't want to speculate.
Right.
Yeah, we just.
How won't you have the figure? You are the chief of defense staff, the highest military officer in the entire Zoological Republic. How wouldn't you have the figure, Musa? Because everything that happens in the military, all the armed forces land on your table. Then from your table, it goes to the Minister of Defense. And from the Minister of Defense, it goes to the President. Even the Chief of Army Staff, that is number one, the army boss, is answerable to your own office. So how wouldn't you have the figure? It's a typical lie, because he knows he cannot afford to give the figure to the public. On one the number here, church abasa. The zoo Janjaweed is finished. That is why they keep on recruiting young boys under age 15 years, 14 years. Each and every month they are shopping for boys. Every month they are shopping for recruitment.
Just at Depot Nigerian Army last week, we just graduated another 5,800 recruits.
Right.
You see, just last week. And if they show you the pictures and videos of those that they recruited now, they are all underage. You know, we busted them last time they recruited 6,000. We busted them with clear evidences of the videos of these young boys. Many of them are under 14, 13 years, 12 years. They gave them arms and ammunition to go and cause havoc in the street and the villages in the Zoological Republic here. That is what they do. Now they can no longer announce it in the public or bring the videos of those that they have recruited, because they know that they are only recruiting little children into the Zoo Janjaweed Army. That is what they do. Underage. In fact, based on the last video that we saw, they were about 12 years old, 9 years, 11, 10 years old children. These are the people that the Zoo Janjaweed military are recruiting into the terrorist army. And of course, they are also recruiting non-terrorist, non-Boko Haram terrorist members that they called the repentant Boko Haram terrorists. These are the people that they are recruiting into the terrorist army. That is the reason why nobody is supporting them. Nobody will give any information of men on ground. Nobody should in any way give any information of men on ground fighting these non-terrorists in military uniform who have come here to terrorize our people and buy our innocent women and children.
Nigerian Defense Academy, we commissioned over 800 officers, young men. So we're getting them in, and then we're working. You know, training for us, training is critical because we want them to do the right thing. We want them to act professionally, and which is very critical for, because we want to avoid mistakes. These mistakes also cost us a lot, and it affects the morale of the troops, which is critical. If the troops are not happy what's going on, it's going to affect their ability to perform. So
Indeed.
It's very critical for us to do. But nothing has affected our morale. We're working very well. All our troops are being paid, their welfare taken care of. It's not enough. We still will need more. But with what we have, we're still projecting and will continue to do. And I'm sure that the president is equally behind us solidly. And that is one good thing that we have.
Why wouldn't he be behind you? Why wouldn't the president be behind you? So my people, you have heard him. And on that note, this is the end of this very pre-recorded broadcast. I want you to keep your eyes on the ball. We are going somewhere. Thank you, my people. And make it go viral.